This video is about how to know if what you're feeling is genuine healthy love or if it's a trauma bond that's keeping you stuck. Today you're going to learn the psychology behind why trauma bonds feel so intense and hard to break, the key differences between healthy love and a trauma bond in how they feel, how they grow, and how they impact you, and a simple 3-step plan to figure out which one you're in and what to do next. If you've ever said, I know they're bad for me, but I can't walk away, or it's so intense, it has to be love, you need to hear this. So part number 1, why trauma bonds feel like love. The reason so many people confuse trauma bonds with love is because they don't just look similar from the outside, they feel similar on the inside, at least at first. And here's the science behind it. A trauma bond forms when a relationship follows a reward-punishment-reward cycle, something psychologists call intermittent reinforcement. So here's exactly how it works. The first phase, you get intense connection, affection, attention, closeness. The second is taken away, they withdraw, criticize, or go cold. And then phase 3, just when you're hurting or doubting, they give you that warmth again. Your brain gets flooded with dopamine during the highs and it starts craving the relief from those lows. It's the same neurological process behind gambling addiction. So why does it hook you so hard? If you grew up with inconsistent love, maybe a parent's mood dictated whether you got warmth or rejection, your nervous system learned that love equals unpredictability. So when you meet someone who feels exciting but unstable, your body says, this is familiar, this must be love. So why it feels different from other connections? The highs feel euphoric because they're not guaranteed. The makeup moments feel deeper than any calm connection ever has, and you mistake the relief from pain as evidence of passion. And that relief can be intoxicating. It can make you ignore red flags, excuse bad behavior, and convince yourself, we have something special, this is so rare. The problem is there are stakes if you miss this. You'll stay in relationships too long that drain you, and you'll reject healthy love because it doesn't hit your nervous system with the same intensity. So my question to you, have you ever felt more bonded to someone after a fight than before? That's the hallmark of a trauma bond, not healthy intimacy. Part number 2, how to spot the difference between real love and a trauma bond. Once you know what to look for, the differences are clear. But when you're in it, they can be hard to see because the emotional pull is so strong. So here are 3 core areas to start to compare. Firstly, your emotional state. A trauma bond, your baseline is anxious or unsettled. You're going to overthink, check your phone constantly, and feel a low level tension when you're apart. Your body is braced for the next shift, good or bad. Whereas with real love, your baseline is calmer. There's still excitement, but you feel safe enough to relax, focus on your own life, and not obsess over when you'll hear from them next. So the key question is, does my body feel like it's in survival mode or like it's in the comfort of its own home? Number 2, the consistency of connection. A trauma bond, affection, communication, and warmth, they will fluctuate. You'll never quite know which version of them you're going to get, so you cling on to the good moments and you tolerate the bad. Whereas with real love, the care is steady. Even when you disagree, you still feel secure in the bond. Disagreements don't lead to stonewalling or emotional punishment. So the key question here is, do I have to earn their affection over and over again, or is it given freely? And number 3, the impact on your self-worth. With a trauma bond, your sense of value is tied to their attention. When they're close, you feel worthy. When they're distant, you feel small or defective. Whereas with real love, your self-worth stays intact regardless of their mood. You feel valued for who you are, not just for how well you perform or you please them. So the key question is, do I feel loved for my essence or only when I'm meeting their needs? So why are these differences so easy to miss? If you've only ever known unpredictable love, chaos feels normal and stability can feel dull. So the absence of drama can be mistaken for the absence of love. And I hear you, but I've never felt this strongly about anyone else. Does that mean it's real? Not necessarily. Sometimes the strongest pull is your nervous system chasing resolution to an old wound, not a healthy new connection. So my question to you, when you think back to your most intense relationship, did it make you feel more secure or more unstable? And that answer will tell you almost everything. Part number 3, the clarity plan. 3 steps to know what you're in. We're going to make this ridiculously simple. You don't need weeks of overthinking, you just need 3 clear actions you can start today. And if you follow them for 1 week, you'll know. So step number 1, track your body, not just your thoughts. For the next 7 days, after every significant interaction with your partner, write down the following. 3 words for how you feel in your body. Is it tense? Is it relaxed? Is it light? Is it heavy? And when you feel more or less yourself after you meet them. Why does this work so well? Your nervous system is more honest than your brain. If you repeatedly feel tense, drained, or smaller, you're likely in a bond rooted in survival, not necessarily love. Of course, I hear you, but I overthink too much. I won't know what's real. That's exactly why we focus on body signals. Your body reacts before your mind can rationalize it. Step number 2, test for emotional safety. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Can I express my needs without fear they'll pull away? Can we have conflict without it turning into punishment or withdrawal? And do I feel accepted when I'm not performing at my best? Why does this work so well? Real love can hold your flaws without threatening the relationship. Trauma bonds make you feel like you have to perform for your security. And again, I hear you. What if the answer is no to one of those? One no isn't an automatic deal breaker, but consistent no's show a pattern that will only deepen over time. And step number 3, remove the highs from the equation. Close your eyes and picture the relationship without the following: the make-up passion, the dramatic reunions, the intense highs after distance. After all that, what's left? If the connection feels flat or empty without the drama, it's of course not going to be love. It's the chemical hit from the chaos that you're enjoying. This works well because love is the day-to-day, not the occasional high. If the day-to-day doesn't feel safe, the highs are keeping you hooked. And again, I understand, but if I leave, it will hurt too much. Yes, but that pain is withdrawal. It's not proof you're losing the one. And withdrawal always fades if you stop feeding it. So if you're looking to change, here's a 7-day plan you can follow. Firstly, track your body reactions after every interaction, test for emotional safety using the 3 questions, and imagine the relationship without the highs. At the end of the 7 days, you'll have a body-based record of how this relationship truly impacts you, a clear safety score, and a gut level knowing that's hard to deny. So hopefully by the end of this, now you know why trauma bonds feel so much like love at first, the 3 core differences that reveal what's going on underneath, and a clear 7-day plan to see your relationship without the fog of chemistry. And finally, comment below the answer to the following question. Do you think your most intense relationship was love or a trauma bond, and how did you figure it out? Of course, if this helped, please do subscribe here on the Awaken channel. We cut through the noise to give you the clear, no-nonsense psychology so you can stop repeating the patterns that keep you stuck. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.